Everybody is
I'll be
scooting.
able to scooch in.
Close again.
Yeah, we'll be a little bit
Literally,
close, but
I can't even see because I have bad
Yeah, no, you're
okay. That's what
Your thickies are up?
What's sticky?
I've tried thicky. Yoshi one.
It was Bangkok.
Venus
You insisted that she asked me why you say that.
I'm sorry. I'm done.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Childish game.
Oh.
So,
Hey guys, it's Imon Snow. Welcome back to my channel. And today, as you can see, I have the Normies here.
hello.
Yay.
Woo! Hi.
We're the Normies.
We're here.
Yes.
We're here.
Yeah, this is a surprise. It's crazy. I never thought I'd be sitting on this couch, but here I am. So I get to know everybody here, I guess.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
it's all very
That's neat.
impromptu.
That's nice.
Very, very impromptu.
It's being done at gunpoint, so.
They're
Standing right off the side. Right there.
Amanda had previously told us that she usually does this with coffee, but we're big into beer here.
Yes.
So we got beer here.
Courtesy
Local
Chris's
beer.
work.
Yep, courtesy of my work. So if you're in Indiana, drink it. I also have one free milkshake card for whoever wins the conversation.
yes.
What's
You
it-
win this
from-
conversation,
from what?
you get the
No,
free
we
milk.
were
It's
in
gone.
I win the
winning
conversation.
conversation.
No, you don't.
And just in case,
I could have shared it with you.
just in case you didn't know, in the Midwest,
So by the end of the night,
we
I
fight over
swear.
milkshakes.
Stannis gets it.
Yes.
Oh no.
Where's
Yeah, oh,
Fuck off.
So
Is it
wait.
to-
Come right, it's
Is it
Imon
Chick-fil-A?
Snow. I wish
Fuck
Naheed
off.
was here so we could
Stan,
all
Naheed,
talk
I
about
know
Stan.
Naheed. Me and him need to do like a fewer skit or whatever. Like,
Yeah, that would be good.
fewer.
Less of
I mean, everyone knows you guys as the skit people. And every reaction. You
That's,
guys,
That's the nicest thing the internet's called.
Yeah.
They call us good people.
no, but if you're familiar with the Normies, they do skits in most of their reactions before the reaction starts, and you guys have great content. And
Thank you.
it's true though. I watch everything. And so
Thanks.
that it means a lot because I
It's
don't
true,
watch.
she said that
I
before,
don't
too.
watch a lot of people's reactions,
Nice.
and like if I do, I just skip through it.
So now that we know that, we're gonna sneakily say something about you in the middle of one of our videos. It's like, Imon, if you're listening, comment 5. And like, you won't comment, and we'll be like, I knew she didn't watch it.
I knew she was lying.
She just mentioned things like when I was recording you guys taking the boxes out. That was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
very end of, I think, one of the
One of the
unboxings. or something, I don't
unboxings,
know.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's cool to have someone that's a fan but also a fellow
Yeah.
creator.
The vibe is really good with everybody here.
Thank
so,
you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
We-
I've checked out
So
you guys'
anyway.
videos.
Behind the scenes, we get on each
Your
other's
videos
nerves,
are
but
like-
on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Perfectly nice people.
Like, Imon, when I watch your videos,
Uh-huh.
I get the idea that like you guys are like some just a few ones that like I've gone through. I've seen you guys are like kind of chill, and like you get like mildly excited. I'm like, yeah, man, like it looks so well put together over there. When over here, I think you can tell that the shit show is always impending. It's like we're always 5 seconds
You
away
guys
from going off the
have
rails.
so many different personalities in the mix, and so it's
Yeah.
like, what's gonna happen? That's why I watch to
Yeah.
see what's gonna happen.
We
I
almost
swear.
boil
I'm
over.
like, what's Pat gonna say next?
That's the Howard Stern of the Normies.
Yeah.
When people meet us, they're like, yeah, you guys are the same.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that means that we don't change who we are. You guys don't change.
Yeah.
Well, really, you editors don't change, who we are and the editing.
Too
so.
much.
Right.
Too much.
I make Chris look as bad as he possibly can.
That's why I like it. That's why I think it's important for us to go out and do things that aren't work. Because, like,
Yeah.
just for all of our energies all the time to be here and be in this place and have to be so focused that I think sometimes we can just go out and, like, fucking dance all night at the gay bar. Then, like, we
Right.
can just,
Well,
like,
we
burn
do
off a
that
lot of
too.
steam and just be like, that's right. Like,
We do that too.
this is where it's at. So, did you, like, go to high school with them or what?
Yeah, actually, with Erica, we went to high school. We were not friends in high school,
Oh.
but after we became friends, and
Nice.
Michelle and Erica are sisters, and the two blondes, and then Abby has been friends with them since like kindergarten. So,
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
but my question is, now that everyone's like in this format of doing videos together, how does that work with being friends and also like co-workers in a way? Is it stressful?
Oh, yeah.
Or-
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We have to remember that when we're here, we can only film once a week, and then like tempers are bound, especially for like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Tempers are bound to like flare just for like the most minute things, but it's usually just like after the episode or within the same night. We're like, hey, sorry, obviously
Yeah.
it was. it's a shit show usually, so it's just like
Yeah.
It didn't used to be that way because we used to just film the one thing. But then I kind of remember the day. It was one day where we decided to do all the shit we needed to do in a week on a Sunday.
Earlier.
And then like after that, it was like, we have to do this every time now because like otherwise, there's no way for us to give content for the rest of the week. So essentially, it's like we get to drink and we get to hang out, but also like we're working, being under these hot fucking lights.
Yeah.
Like there's something to it. So we just have to work through that. But I mean, I would like to believe that even though we are coworkers, first and foremost, we're all fucking friends. Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not-
that's the only reason it works because we do get on each other's nerves, but in the end of the day, we need a wolf. In the end of the day, we realize when we do anything wrong. Like the next day, we'll apologize to whoever, and we all understand. It's like no, for sure, because when we are together in that day, we are professionals. We actually working.
Yeah.
So shit needs to be done, and we all understand that points. Like you can't be like lazy.
yeah. All right, Poo Pillow's the new talking point.
It's in the game now. Go ahead.
It is important to like, although this is now considered work, that was like the last thing I ever wanted to call it. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
And it was just like, oh, but obviously if we want this thing to grow, and people do want us to grow, and we want to grow genuinely, so like you do have to start considering it as like this is sort of a business now too.
which
but-
we are fine with. I mean, it's not something that's been forced on. It's just
But it's
Change the
important.
term.
It's important that it remains a friendship dynamic. It's important that it remains that we are having fun. Like this is a hangout environment. So like
I
that's
think
why we take
that's
a
why
lot
we
of
actually
breaks.
do have fun
I
when
get
we go.
I think about this job a lot, and I
Yeah.
think about how much I want to be a full-time normie. Being on YouTube is really cool to me. It's like being in the NBA, but for nerds.
Right.
And that's what we want. So that's always like on my brain. Like I see something, my first thought is like, how does that relate to the normies, right? And it's just like I'll be like I'll come up with an idea, like damn, it's good for the normies, and it's just like my brain's already like putting the brain cells towards it, but like I don't have the real world time to put towards it, and it fucks with me.
Yeah,
Who else wants the shit pillow?
I'll say the same.
To me, it's the idea of like supporting, what people really want to do. Like you said, it's like getting into the NBA, but for nerds, and for Serge and Mickey and everybody, I see really just putting a lot of time and effort into it. So, the work aspect, it does come into play, but most of the times it's just like, damn, they're mainly doing a hobby, and that's, that to me is not work. I like,
Yeah, people who are not getting paid as employee, I think it's a hobby. I mean, I will still do everything my best, but
You do a lot of work for it to be a hobby, though.
but I still like my other job with pay and with
And you get to
benefits
fly all over
everything.
the world.
Yeah, so I will consider this a hobby
and then
until
you
they
get to
can
come
match
back and
me.
yell at us.
See,
Cornelius Juice Jerome Johnson.
Is
He
that
ordered
really?
something.
Is that the real?
I think you're
name?
gonna
Did you
tell
order
the juice
food?
thing.
He orders under Cornelius.
Well, I either, no, my name's it's Chris. My name is very
How
boring.
should I know?
It's just I am
I'm
regular
very
old.
gullible. I swear to
Oh
I'm
my
so
god,
gullible.
you and Rana get in the same room.
Yeah.
and-
She is too
I don't mean that. I didn't mean that.
Run on Imon are gonna be funny as hell to interact. I can't wait.
That's gonna be hilarious. You should keep that in.
I was just like, oh no.
I'm on, leave it in.
Leave it in.
Yeah, leave it all.
Leave it.
Oh
Great.
my god, phrasing.
Okay, Marquetta, what's
Still doing that?
I don't.
She does. She's just
Doing phrasing.
I'm on. Ask us more questions.
Oh my god.
Oh, can we ask you questions at the end?
What?
Can we ask some mom questions at the end?
I don't know.
Can we interview the interviewee?
I wanna interview the interviewee.
I had one more thing
We've
to
been
add to the last
asking her
question.
questions.
Go ahead.
It is important to hang out outside of this too.
Yeah.
Hannah's mentioned it in like one of our nice unboxings. Like Chris usually is the one that takes point most of the time and be like, "Hey y'all, let's fucking do something like now." And tonight, Hannah invited us over for dinner that one time and it's like swimming.
and
it
the
was fun.
pool.
Yeah. So like it is nice to get together when it's like Game of Thrones season though. It's almost like there's no time for it. Like this is like
We've got so much to.
this is
focus
like
on.
finals.
It's
Like,
kind of a blessing that the season's shorter.
exactly.
Yeah,
I
it
tell
really
Margie,
is.
my girlfriend who exists, and she's sitting off.
It's actually just Bo.
It's Bo.
Go with a wig.
Bo with a wig. But you know,
Oh,
it's
God.
also a thing like I don't have time to spend with her also, so it's like I have to squeeze in as much time as possible, so she has to bear with that too. So it's like it's a balance, but overall,
It really is.
I can't complain what we do.
No,
It's
we love
awesome.
it.
We get to hang out with each other as friends and like make cool shit together. And
We make
people-
videos
I
every day.
think either way, like it has gotten us closer. It's
Oh,
like,
for
to
sure.
a point where we just like yell each other and at the same time like get back to where we were before. We're like, yeah,
Yeah.
we know why you did that. It's like we can understand.
Forged in the fires.
Well, so then I guess it goes to editing. because I do the editing for my videos, and like, I mean, it's okay. It's not compared to you guys. It's but I do it. I do my best, and I just can't imagine because the amount that you guys put out. I was telling Navi that I don't envy you guys at all because I couldn't do it. I can't do it, and like everyone's like depending on the videos. Like I've read comments where people are like, well, "Where's Avatar? Where's this? Where's this?" We are like, "We're working on it. We have lives." And
Exactly.
like it's just like
Yeah.
I mean, as someone who edits just a couple videos a week, maybe even just one video a week, especially with Game of Thrones, I'm like, I would lose my mind. So how do you guys handle that pressure?
How do we handle that pressure, guys?
So
How?
I think that
We don't.
we sometimes make the mistake of focusing a lot on the negative comments and not giving that much attention on the positive. And I hang out a lot on Patreon, and we sometimes get like a really cool long message that is so thorough
That's
and
so sweet.
so sweet. And so I always like go on our group chat and it's like, everybody has to read this because you're fucking up focusing on negative energy that's like on YouTube, you know. It's just like you have to focus on the positive as well. So I feel like maybe that's something we should do more often. Focus on the better
positive.
and not because the trolls have really taken a toll on us, especially
Troll
last
toll.
week.
Troll tool.
And I feel like maybe partially we are doing this to ourselves by giving them
Power.
way too much
Ammunition?
credit, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard not to, but I see. Yeah.
So it's super funny because it's like Imon was in our group chat earlier today and just being like, I'm gonna bring up all the things you guys brought up, and this is like
Oh,
exactly
was that
like the whole first half of today was spent talking about this. I mean, it's fucking tough. We've got like there's a big workload, and even though there is feasibly enough people, and even though if you've seen our Patreon, there's a lot of money in there, and people are always like, damn, there's a lot of money. How come all you guys aren't full time yet? But it's like when you consider the
There's
percentage.
no benefits. There's
Yeah,
no
the-
insurance. There's no health benefit. If you're an adult, you know what you need to
because
live.
I think about it all the time, and it looks appetizing. But like when you like fucking wrangle it out, and you're like, damn, like there's no way that on the salary that I get here that I would be able to like probably like we've been hoping Marquette to get a better job, so then that way I can just like take off and just get it done. But it's like we've got that time, but we have to like pretend that we have this real life, and it's like sometimes low key you're sitting at work and you're just like, I got 100,000 subscribers on the internet. If I want to, I'll just light a match and walk out of here. I love my job. I swear to God, I really do.
He always says
Because I really do. Like, I've got my dream job.
We love that you work there too.
I know, it's great.
Like,
It's great.
I've got my dream job.
We thank you so much. Thank you
My
so much.
real feasible trolls tell my job I said this. It's fine. I can talk it down. But like I've got my real actual like dream job, but at the same time I've got the thing that I've always like talked about doing, but the thing that I was like, I'll just do like YouTube occasionally, and then it's like a real thing. And it's just there's a shit ton of editing, and we got to figure it out. But I mean, there's ways. We're working it. We made a video about our growing pains, and we're still dealing with that, but we're getting through it, and we're coming across.
We're hopefully going to be coming out of that soon.
And just really quick, it's like I know, like you said, like we have a lot of money on Patreon. Like all that money, it's been kind of been saved and used for equipment to help us that way, and props and equipments. We do pay like some people, but it's not enough anywhere close to like I think you barely making minimum wage.
Yeah.
So I
It's not like I'm making boku, but
That's because you put in like
it's
200 hours a week, though.
yeah, so that's why like I mean you put a lot of hours in it, so like obviously yeah. But
Well, yeah, you should.
fewer.
I know that there. Chris, you sometimes edit. You were telling me that.
Yeah, they-
Mickey sometimes edits. And
So
then
they're
obviously
part-timers.
You are like
full time.
It's full
So
time.
Surge is full time. Chris, Nahid, and
Nahid,
Mickey
too.
are part timers.
okay,
Which is 2 videos a week. That's
so having that weight on your shoulders, and then when the video comes out and people are like saying negative things.
Oh yeah, that sucks, but that goes to what Marquetta says. Like, there's so many people that love it. Like, we wouldn't have gotten to 100K subscribers if people didn't. And so it's easy to forget that because the trolls know what to say to fuck with you.
Yes.
That's the difference. And it's just like a nice comment is nice. Like, they're always nice.
Yeah.
Like they all always feel nice. Obviously, you can't reply to every single one and be like, thanks. Oh my god, thank you so much. It's the troll ones that push the buttons.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah. So I try to go to the Discord because going to Discord is a good way to just see like like our fans that really love us, and the ones that like we're making a difference in their lives. I mean, we put all of them together. They know each other because of us. Going to the Discord is like a good place to go. It's kind of like like a place that's free from like all the fuckboy shit.
It's like a heaven.
Spa.
It's like
But
a spa. I
don't know how you started editing.
Work for you.
Like I know you started doing the 10-minute rule. I'm not sure if you started immediately with the 10-minute rule or how you adapted. I'm not sure when I started watching your channel, but basically, I mean, you probably know, like when your Walking Dead video hit 1 million, like all the different types of people that get attracted to your channel, and they all come with like their own bias. Like they're already gonna say whatever the fuck they're about to say, and it's just like they're just waiting for the moment in your video to justify whatever opinion it is that they want to say.
Yeah. I mean, you guys obviously are about to hit 100K. I mean, you guys it's more love than obviously hate, but I think the hate is something when you're a creative person. I think that's something that you get like it just
fixated on.
Yeah, and even though there might be more love, it's usually there's like more likes, and you're only getting like a couple hundred dislikes, but then thousands of likes. But then you might get fixated on that, especially when you're like creating.
Well, because because you're creating something, and as a creator, as an artist, or anything like that, you're always going to see the flaws, and when somebody else sees that too,
it's confirmation bias.
Yeah, you're like, I knew it. It's ruined. Throw it away. I've been there. It's everybody's made something, and everybody's seen where it's wrong, where it's messed up. But I will say this about YouTube and people that want to be hateful. I was on the Beatles, like a Beatles thing the other day, looking at, just for fun, I was listening to some songs, and there was, on YouTube, and there in the comments, just people starting arguments for no reason. So to me, it's like, it's anonymity at the end of the day. It's not necessarily, YouTube or whatever it is that they're watching. People want an outlet, and so there's different places for it. It was ridiculous. It came down to, fuck the guy that shot John Lennon, and then it was like, man, fuck him, and then it decayed into
I don't know how it
weird
evolved.
thing. It's like, where's the point?
I don't get it. Like I was looking up the scene from Up, and I looked in the comments.
Jeez,
and fucking like, you cuck SJW whores. Beautiful movie. Stop.
That movie is great.
It was the montage when like the 8 minutes.
I knew it had to be
it was like the worst.
fucking libtards and that.
Calm down.
Oh my god.
So that's just, it's like, I don't know, man. There's people when they want to get the chance to like be as like raunchy as they can. They think like, oh yeah, let me go find something that touches someone in the heart and then let me shit on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like there's a video of a cute puppy playing with a cat, and someone's like, I hope someone stomps that puppy to the ground. You're like, whoa!
God.
Why would you say that? Just because people like that shit. They're fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I guess like you were right. In the end of the day, it's anonymous. Like they don't know who knows them, so they just say whatever. It doesn't have anything to do with anything.
I guess then my next question leads into the females on the couch.
Hey, ladies.
So obviously you guys get weird comments.
All that.
This video's gonna have 100 feet comments on it alone.
Oh lord.
That's what happens
Nabi's learned.
I know.
Yeah,
I
don't-
swear to God,
I'm
I read someone saying thank you for showing your feet.
This
This was
mistake.
months ago, but
You
I
know
was
what?
like,
In that video,
the
I remember
hell's
which
going
one it
on?
was because in the middle of the video, I was like, shit, I don't have shoes on.
I had that same
Like in the middle of the video reaction, I was like, no. God, I should
Nabi
never
won't
do
show
that.
her feet
so
anymore, and
bad.
she won't wear her glasses anymore either.
Wait,
Oh.
wait, okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, why?
Please tell her.
Why?
Wait, you don't know?
No.
I don't want to tell her.
So, Imon, there is this actress named Mia Khalifa.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Actress.
This actress.
She does acting. That is totally acting.
Does do acting.
All right,
It's all
there's.
fake. It's
And when
all
you would
real.
say,
Oh my God.
Somebody's, where's that Mia Khalifa chick at? Also, Mia Khalifa, if you see this, you're more than welcome to come sit on the couch.
Oh my
And
God.
But-
And
we'll
then we'll
interview
know
you.
we look nothing
It'll be-
alike.
I don't think anyone heard me.
How do you guys feel about like the weird comments that come through?
Ladies specifically. Right?
Ladies, I mean, men can talk too. I don't know if you guys
We're
get
more boys than men.
Well, actually, I do get some descriptive.
Dante!
We We know.
But Dante, he sends
Mark,
like
you
wanna talk about
real
Dante?
love.
He's just like, I'm gonna spread Syracuse
But let's
butthole
do
over
finish
me.
the first conversation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys, Hannah, you're the newest to the YouTube game, so
Yeah, what
why don't
you
you kind of
think?
like?
I mean, there's polite stuff where people are like, you guys, you're pretty, or I like, she's pretty, or whatever. Which, but I don't know how you guys feel about all of the comments about that. Like,
It definitely it kind of makes you think about things differently. Like I remember, so somebody commented on a video one time that they wanted to fuck me and Marquette on a horse sandwich.
Don't laugh. It's gonna...
Verbatim.
what is a horse
You're giving power to them now.
But the thing is it's hilarious.
That is pretty funny. That's crazy. That's so, like, that's never gonna happen. Like, that's never gonna happen, sir. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's I know it's not gonna happen, and it's one of those things where instances like that, I find them almost laughable. Because even being like, people were sending me weird shit like that even before I got on
really?
YouTube. Like that's
Just like
Facebook
random
pages.
people?
I don't
Oh,
really
Yeah, there's some freaks out there.
Yeah, but it's like more often than not, I stay out of the comments, or
so
at
you
least
don't
try
read,
to.
You don't read the comments.
More often than not, no.
Okay.
Like if it's something like important or especially nice, like somebody will screenshot it and send it. But
Okay.
typically, like I'll look at the first like top rated ones because you'll see
Right.
like Lady V up there or like Lauren
Yeah.
or somebody. But
I know her too.
I don't linger long.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's weird for sure, but yeah, you're right. Like, it definitely makes you think in certain ways that I will never think of. Like, yeah, I don't wear glasses anymore. I don't, like, I always like, try to
That's
keep shoes
interesting.
on.
That's
It's like something that I would never think before, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, it's not really new. But
Yeah.
it's just more out there kind of thing. Like, I still read comments, but like I try to read comments that actually have genuine questions and reply to it. But it comes across where like it's a life, I guess. And sometimes people screenshot and they send it to you. And like, thank you so much.
I want Nubby to fart in my mouth.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
horrible.
I thought the underwear one was probably the
send me
weirdest.
send me
No,
Bobby's underwear.
no,
Yeah.
oh
So
god. That's
the best comments was like, it starts like so nice and innocent, and then it's just like fart in my face.
Shit in a box and mail it
And
to
it
me.
just like, how did it I don't know where the shift comes from.
It's weird, man. Like, the guy messaged us. He was like, I love your guys' channel so much. You guys are doing great stuff for me. Nubby's my favorite. Please tell her to send me her panties.
It's just like,
Yeah, I was in a message.
I think it's one of those
message.
things where you're supposed to be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
What are you
Huh, I
supposed
guess
to say?
logically it all makes sense.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna say
no, it was just like, oh well, that's good.
Here's a box of drawers.
Okay, mark it.
Market A, market B.
I guess at the beginning I was maybe a little sensitive about it, and there might have been some comments that hurt me, but I don't really care at this point about any of it. And like I said, I try to focus on like the nice things, and people still like would like comment on my appearance in a negative way, which I don't really care about. But the more hurtful is like when people try to deduce someone's personality and what they're like because of one
thing.
one
thing that you said or something.
1 second of a fucking reaction to a show.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It's people just are people.
No, that's true. I think they try to like deduce everybody's like one thing.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you can make that judgment at that point, but that's
when,
not us.
When you try to make assumption about someone's character based on a YouTube video, I think that there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I agree with that too.
So,
Especially if you're basing it off of like, wow, they didn't know this minuscule fact about so and so universe, about this show, fictional landscape. Like, come on, like you're really getting bent out of shape.
so now knowing that Navi doesn't wear glasses or always wear shoes on the channel, and that like you guys rethink what you do, that's how I feel with watermelon and why I won't eat it on the channel.
yeah, he won't refuse to eat watermelon.
Really?
I think
I
the
love
same.
watermelon.
There are plenty of things
Yeah.
that you will. Fun fact: you ain't never seen me eat watermelon on the channel.
True.
I barely said the N-word, and I definitely don't eat chicken on the channel. Like, there are just things that I will not do. So I'm like, people are waiting for me to get a drumstick and just be like, I knew it. I knew
Like
it.
Dave Chappelle.
No.
It's weird. For me, it's like because all of us are females, so it's so chaotic. It's like for me, it's like, can you just watch our reaction? Like, I edited this. Like, please watch it and like
acknowledge my work.
Yeah, and like watch Game of Thrones. Like, I thought you guys were fans, not just like, I'm gonna marry her. If it was just females, I wonder what that would be like. If it was
God!
I have
yeah, I know. Right?
Not gonna happen.
I have one sexism observation that I just personally have. Yeah. Every time Bo is here, just chill like this, silent for the entire reaction, barely making any emotions with his face. Everybody's like, "That's my dude," and then I'm watching Rick and Morty, like, okay. Oh, that bitch is watching that. Why is she watching it? Get that bitch out of there.
Like, she doesn't say a single word.
That's a good point. That's actually like actually a very good point. I have noticed that if women, like for me, like I'm super, I get really hype. Like I'm getting excited when I see like Braun was like, I didn't want Braun to die last episode or like the previous episode.
So many conflicting
and
emotions.
everyone was like, why is she reacting like that? Like I don't understand, why is she so excited about that? Like it's like, I react that way. I'm passionate. This is fake.
Like you're supposed to be a lady or some shit.
Yeah, if I'm not acting ladylike and quiet and just reserved. People have like this. I've noticed that when I'm reserved in another reaction, people are like, "Oh, you're so pretty," and then another reaction is like, "Oh, she needs to die." Like, it's very weird. Honestly, I've noticed that.
So
this is awesome.
I think like, what do you call it, in a customer service encounter, whenever there's a positive experience, no one remarks it. No one will go out of their way to be like, hey, I went to Home Depot today and everything went super according to plan. It's just like, so super according. So these commenters, like when they come, and it's like, these are the comments that have the most upvotes too. Yeah, it's when that's weird, because like the nice people, they're super nice. You don't expect, and I don't expect them to, but they're not making comments and looking through and upvoting the nice ones. You know, it's the mean people that are looking for shit and like they just want to bring that up.
Validated. Exactly. I not to interrupt, but I do have one comment on
we interrupt all the time.
In my video. There's this guy who called me a bitch or something because I liked Braun, and he was saying like to die, and someone else called me a whore. And then, anyways, because I like Braun and Jamie, and it was just like the upvotes were at like 100. Yeah. And someone even said like, I can't believe how many upvotes this had. Yeah. Like it's so weird how that just happened.
I bet all new people, all unique visitors to the channel.
I'm sure.
That's really weird that got upvoted, because you were again like, you were fine with Braun and Jamie, and then you got like so much hate comments.
Oh,
yeah.
You
were
like, burn the bitch! I know! They're like, my
aren't you
Yeah. They're like, they don't like if you like them, they don't like if you hate them. It's like, what do you want?
Exactly. No matter what.
No, it's true. It's true.
Like, you got both sides.
It's true.
So the hate people like go on the opposite ends.
It's true. It's very true.
It's the outlet.
And that's like Pat. Whenever Pat triggers the internet, we all go down. The whole shit's it's like all of you insensitive fucks, right? Don't know about PTSD, and I was like, all because Pat was like, you little bitch.
I was here in the corner, and I'm like, you don't know what he's been through.
And I saw my life.
I was like, she's agreeing with all that.
I was like, he probably got PTSD and like just flood. So I mean, that's true. For everybody that talks shit on the channel, like you barely remember their names.
Yeah.
But I remember like all of the fans that fuck with us. Like I love those guys. Yeah. Like I know their fucking names. Yeah. I hate it when they change their avatar.
That's how you knew Jimmy, right?
But like I'm just like, no.
Yeah. Shout out to Jimmy.
Jimmy, what up? Jimmy's that dude. Jimmy like gives me like fucking art advice, like music advice sometimes. I'm just like, hell yeah. So like, I mean, that's awesome. Like that's YouTube is, to quote for the Franco, the great YouTube saint. YouTube is a community. So when we
if you were a girl, they would say, "Please do it to my face."
All right, what? Oh my God, perfect combo.
Oh my God, sex is a reverse.
It doesn't work that way with us.
It doesn't.
No. So Imon, can we ask you questions?
Yeah, can we ask you one?
We're not gonna. Go ahead.
So I recall once when we did a live stream with Sam and them, when I became friends with all them, and we spoke of the Reactors Cinematic Universe.
RCU.
The RCU.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think after we went off, we were asking everybody like what do they want to do in the future, and like I don't know how you got into videos and into editing. Like, were you like a film kid, or was there some shit you just picked up, and like where do you want to take it? What's the Imon Snow plan? Take over the world.
That's like.
Well, why don't you just start from the beginning? Like, where'd you get the idea to do reactions?
Okay,
and,
this
like,
is not about me.
It's really about you. What are you talking
real quick.
We're interested.
I don't know. I mean, I've always been into TV shows and movies as a child. Like that, like Edward Scissorhands is my favorite. That's why my background is Edward Scissorhands on anything. So, but yeah, I love movies, and I was told to do movie reviews. That was something, and then but I haven't had the time to do reviews all the time. I did one for Dunkirk and a few other films. But then reactions was like a thing that kind of started happening, and I was like, well, I could react to it and then talk about like my thoughts, because like that's like it's a review, like, and so I don't remember what started me, like I don't remember what happened, and I was just like, but yeah, the first video I did sucks so bad. And then after that, the second video I did was for The Walking Dead, which you commented on. Which was very sweet. And Skybound used my picture on their thumbnail, and then people came to my video, and I was like, "What's going on?"
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then after that, it kind of like just nice.
Oh wow,
it
nice.
happened, so.
What was your like? Were you just surprised? Were you like, "Whoa, I didn't know people."
Yeah.
There was an audience for this. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know. Like, did you see positive comments? You're like, I
Oh.
guess I should keep doing this.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then as more people came through, and like especially after the Glen where I bawled like a baby.
Oh my God.
I saw that.
Oh yeah,
That's good shit.
We all saw that.
I was PMSing. And I just want to say I was hormonal and
Spoilers.
Spoiler. I'm very like emotional. Like I cry. Like if I'm really sad, I cry.
Oh my God,
and like if I'm really happy, I cry. If I'm really angry, I cry. So I really like Glenn, and it hit me, and it was just a bunch of stuff.
Well, it hit him.
He's always God, man. Just came out of nowhere. They
Like,
hit
you're like,
him hard too.
Oh,
That was a
finally.
sad scene, regardless. It was sad scene, even anything, and then
And I was
just like
alone. Maybe because
yeah.
you guys had a group, it was easier to like hold it. Like
We're jealous.
no.
We wish we could like.
Yeah.
It would be authentic if we all could experience it as if we were watching alone.
I think
Yeah.
there was a lot more different feelings going on at the
Yeah.
moment. They were like, "Oh, I can't believe it did it!" Like the
Yeah.
comic
Yeah, people were
way.
excited.
We couldn't
Right.
get through that
I was
emotion.
psyched.
People love your
But there's those staples in the storyline where you're like, this is a huge point. How are they going to do it? You know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Walking Dead
I
did it.
still
you know.
disagree with making that a cliffhanger and breaking.
Yeah.
I will agree,
That-
yeah.
That's not a comic thing. That's just editing.
Yeah.
That was
That's a whole different thing.
fuckery
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Miss Imon Snow, I have one last question
Yes.
from this side of the couch. So if there's like one YouTuber you could like collab with or just like hang out with, like who's like your top favorite YouTuber? Even if like top two, if you're just like these are
I'm
two
already
motherfuckers.
here
Come on.
Get out.
Low hanging fruit.
JP.
Okay, yeah. All right. Aside from us, aside from us, like who would you want to
I
work
do
with?
want to say though, I like honestly when I first started watching you guys, I like was thinking like I could hang out with them. I could totally see myself hanging out, and
Nice.
here I am. Like if you like dream something or if you believe in it, it happens. It's so crazy.
And the
Like,
nice thing is like I feel like we already know you.
I know-
Just like
yeah,
hanging out,
I
and
do
it's just
too.
like been
It's
like,
really-
and it's only been like what, few hours?
yeah,
Literally.
It's only been a few hours
Yes.
since we have seen her. I almost lost in touch with her in the airport. And I was like, oh my God, I lost her.
Yeah, I got like a snapshot, like I found her. Like, oh God, it's a Pokemon.
Yeah, that's my nickname.
Really?
Imon Pokemon.
No, seriously, like I was
Oh,
talking to her and then she
Pokemon.
landed and then I didn't hear from her for like 30 minutes and I was like, where the fuck is she?
You don't want to piss me off on the first day.
Not that. But I was like, wait a minute. I was like, did I lose her? Because I was waiting near the terminal. I was like, what if she was at baggage claim? And I went to baggage claim and then like,
another Indian lady. Like I was like, oh no. No. Not there.
oh God, it was the whole thing.
But that question, I like Ethan and Gila.
Yeah.
Yeah, love H3.
Oh my god, H3.
They're like the top. They're my heroes. They're like the heroes that call out all the bad channels.
Yeah.
And I respect them like so much.
The jealousy
I
for them.
listen to their podcast all the time. Everything. Like,
I think that's you're into the same YouTubers and like you're that culture of just not leaning directly to like I don't know any one side.
I like Jake Paul. I'm a Jake Pauler dude.
Okay.
Oh, what up, Jake? What up, Imon Snowers? They get to hang out with Justin Roiland, and that's like the craziest. Can you even? Bro, they're gonna probably get like written in as a cameo one day or something. Like, can you even fucking imagine? That's like. That's just stratosphere.
They do that.
Like Justin and Ethan, they hang out with Justin Roiland, the dude who co-created Rick and Morty.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I guarantee you, like one day he'll just be like, just draw them in the background, or like there'll be aliens or something, and like Elo will be an alien, and Ethan will like be a blinking alien, and some shit so fucking awesome. Like that's the coolest thing ever.
Ethan and Elo are like the. And one last thing I wanted to say was about like, or the earlier question was like, how all the girls get comments or whatever, and we don't get comments. Yeah. We just did Will's unboxing, and there were a lot of notes in there that were like, "Please come back, Will. Us girls have no one to look at." All of us guys are just like,
"Yes, this is happening."
Oh, that's so hard.
I guess we know the reason why we're not getting compliments, guys.
We gotta hit the gym, guys.
Hit the gym, guys.
I'm supposed to look like pudding. That's my whole thing.
I'm skinny Surge.
No, you got a lot of comments recently. They were like, "Oh no, don't go, Surge. We want that hot guy."
They like you as Baelish. They think
they're like, "Oh, Surge is gonna go gray. He'll still look good." I was like, "Okay, whatever.
Right, we're good." I mean, that's good because you're almost 30, so.
Why'd you have to say that? Imon, thank you for joining us on the red couch.
Yeah,
Thanks for interviewing us.
Thank you for having me
Thanks for coming all the way out here and putting up with our shit.
Now I'm gonna go home. Well, I think that's it. I mean, this was probably all over the place, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I had fun.
We enjoyed it.
Well, I mean,
we had fun.
So.
This is different.
Thank you, Imon.
That's true.
Shout out, hello everybody on Imon's channel.
Hi, Imon.
Come check us out if you don't know who we are.
They all know you guys for sure.
I'm sure
watch Imon's channel more. You guys better thumb up, like all her fucking videos. Go back through them. Go through our archives.
Go to one where she balls.
He's just like
Yeah.
he's not threatening you or anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not threatening. It's a mild suggestion. Honest to God. I'm not a salesman here. Like,
if you smiled once throughout this video, you better hit that like button.
Hell yeah.
Please.
Alright, should we say
But you
bye?
still got it in, huh?
Alright.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.